Hey there, Adrian from Hopskip Media. Today I wanted to share some tips and tricks to get your ads spick and span before you launch them. But this time today, and today only, we're going to talk about the 7 deadly sins of conversion tracking. So, everyone who does paid campaigns understands the risk in running them. You get stuff fired up, you've allotted a chunk of your marketing budget to your ads, so how do you make sure your investment is worthwhile? Well, tracking your conversions, that is the actions people take on your ads or on your website, is one of the most important ways to measure performance. There are a lot of things that can go wrong in tracking your conversions. In fact, tons of things that can go wrong. They can cause a lot of headaches and they can result in wasted resources for you. But when you know the possible errors in conversion tracking, you'll know how to avoid them and you'll know how to effectively work with your team, with your provider, or your agency. But first, even before we do all that, you do need to set tangible goals before you create your ads. So understand what you want to get out of them. Be concise and specific. Drill down to absolute values, like how many sales can you handle? How much will a lead cost you? How much are you willing to spend to gain a new customer? Even your profit margin on the products and services you advertise will help you understand the value of these new customers and how much spend might be too little, just right, or too much. So let's start now by setting up your account for success. These little tweaks that you might do in your account would be important for setting up your conversion tracking accurately. Some of them can be really easily overlooked and they can cause quite a mess if they're not done correctly or if they're detected early. So the first thing you can do before you start any campaigns is to link both your Google Analytics and your Google AdWords accounts. Doing this will ensure that will help you avoid any mismatch conversions fundamentally. Another thing that I like to tell teams all the time is that everyone involved in setting up or monitoring or even managing your ads, conversions, or sales, they all have to be on the same page, figuratively and literally, with those same goals in mind. This involves tracking the correct pages. Please make sure that the correct tracking code is added on the right page. I know that sounds really simple, but you don't want to know how many times we've seen this step missed. So if you decide to assign a URL to track a goal, and I know this too is going to sound really silly, but typing out the URL is a really great way to track a non-existent URL. Copy and paste the URLs, please. You'd be amazed how many times this trips up campaign launches and seasoned professionals. Not tracking phone calls from prospects and customers is also a great way to lose out on conversions. This is especially important for service-based businesses. Google Ads includes this feature for free, so please take advantage of it. Tracking incoming calls completes your lead and conversion data. So when it's tied to your end sales, it will give you a complete picture of your pipeline. You can also leverage other software to run campaigns by phone number. So that's another level of conversion tracking that we like to use, especially for campaigns running across either multiple channels or with several large departments. I'd like to end on a good note with a quote by me. I'd like to say that no ad is finished until it's been tested to death. Always test the absolute crap out of all of your ads, copy, and creative. Google Ads, in fact, has an experiment feature that you can use to run split tests, and most other ad platforms allow for split testing of some sort. It's frankly worth the added work. Testing your ads can help you foresee results and make smarter decisions on your goals. So it's better to anticipate the errors before campaign flight so you can potentially avoid any expensive mistakes from failing ads. Okay. So that's the 7 deadly sins in conversion tracking. Thank you for tuning in. And remember that we have resources on our website at hopskipmedia.com, so please go check that out. And if you haven't subscribed to our newsletter, well, that's technically the 8th deadliest sin for you. Seriously, don't miss out on some of the best paid advertising advice this side of Google. We drop stuff every week, and reach out if you have any questions. We're here to help, always. Happy to be here. Catch us on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and I guess I will see you in the next video. All right, bye.